I've got a lot of fossils. This whole box is fossils. Except, I don't know, like these aren't, but you know what I mean. And I've got big ones like these oysters. And these small little, I think they're called lichen gnomes. Whatever, they're like sand dollars. So you can see I have a lot of fossils. You can actually collect any fossils you want as long as they are invertebrates, all right, and on public land. But I got this new rock hammer, so I want to go out and get just like a bucket full of the fossils from my favorite spot, and I'll be showing you where I get them from, which is right here at Feaster Creek. Here, it's a little loud. Let me show you around. This creek is about 5 miles long, and there's something special about it. One, it's pretty deep. It's been running for a while. And two, look at this ground down here. Pop, pop, pop. It's hard, obviously, it's rock, but it's like packed clay. You can find a bunch of slate and stuff around here, and that leads to, boom, fossils. This right here, oyster fossil, right on the bank. But one big thing about this creek is, you know, it's full a lot of the time, but there's little banks like this where the fossils catch on, and that's usually where I find them. However, a lot of them, like there was one over here, this one right here, it is packed into the clay, and that's why I have the rock hammer. And I've never actually put on boots and come down here. I always have tennis shoes, so I have to jump from bank to bank. And you can obviously see that half of this creek is inaccessible because half of it's like this most of the time. Up at the beginning, you can kind of catch on better. Now, a thing about fossils is they usually come from sedimentary rock, turning their organic matter into, rock. And so that helps a lot when it's sedimentary like this. Plus, you have to be in a place with a lot of fossils. Like, look at this, right here. Plus, they have a distinct noise. Listen. That's how you know you got a fossil, because it has that horrible noise, and I don't know why it does that. Plus, these are all shell. A lot of the mammals and stuff of Arkansas didn't preserve well, because they're soft. Plus, the part of Arkansas I'm in used to be underwater. This used to be all under the Gulf of Mexico. Sure, it was really shallow. It was like a shallow ocean, but it was still underwater. So all of these factors combined kind of form this perfect relationship where I can find a bunch of fossils no one else has found and keep them. I don't do much with them. I mean, I look at them and I research them a little, but I don't really, like do extensive studies with them. And I've looked into it. A lot of the fossils I find are worthless. They're like $3, all right? And so, I don't sell them. I wouldn't sell them anyway, but no one cares about them. They're so plentiful that there are entire mountains of those oyster fossils in Argentina. It's like a national park. It's really cool looking, but like whole mountains of them. You can find them all over the place. I found them in other creeks too. It's just that Feaster Creek is so uniquely oriented towards this. But yeah, I'll show you any cool fossils I find. Sorry for talking for so long. I've just, no one cares to listen anyway. And when we're done, I don't know, we can go get something to eat. Why not? I got the thing out of the ground, but this hammer really sucks for this. I mean, it digs the clay fine. If it was dry, it would be perfect. But it's not. So every time I slam down, this flat bit splashes water all over me. A little bit of my top half. It's not so bad. It's just, I think it's funny how I didn't want to get wet. So I wore boots, and now I'm wet. Cool fossil though, really big. I never clean them off. One problem about the fossils down here is that they're layered. I found one imprint my entire time here, and that accurately showed the size of one of these things. and they're pretty small. But most of these things have like 100 layers from over the years. And so they look really big. And they're, yeah, it's weird. It's inaccurate, but also I don't care. I don't care. This whole creek, I forgot to mention this, about 5 miles long, very popular. So there's some trash in here and some like old bricks and stuff I think is cool. But very cool creek. Just, no one comes down here. Everyone looks at me like I'm a freaking goblin for being in this creek. I don't care. I'm just doing me, man. I just want you guys to know that every time you think, I should recycle, but you don't, this is what happens. Things freaking die in our waterways. I can't even rescue them. Why don't you start taking accountability, huh? See that right there? Those are the easy ones to pry out. These, let me find one. These flat ones, you see? Real easy to pry out of the ground there. It's these, the oyster ones. I think those are mussels and these are oysters. Real son of a gun to pry out of the ground there. I mean, that's the one I had to like pickaxe Minecraft the way through. Try not to break it. I did accidentally break one, but it was a little one, so. And you can see, you know, I've been finding them. I've been looking around. There's one right there, see? You can find them freaking everywhere. Isn't it amazing? I've looked for like vertebrate fossils, but I don't think I'm gonna find them. I mean, these fossils are just so plentiful. It's so hard to like preserve vertebrate fossils, and you know, I doubt I'll find any. And even if I do find any, I can't keep them. I'm not too mad about that, but I still can't keep them. This one's not very special, but I spent like 5 minutes digging it out. I was scared I was gonna break it the whole time, so I gotta show I didn't. I'm a professional. Look at that, look at that. There's some like really thin and small fossil fragments that you can find in here, and you can't get them out without breaking them. I'm sorry. I mean, I tried to be gentle. I'm a gentle soul. Look at my soft hands. Never worked a day in my life. But, you know, I can't do everything. I'm not Jesus. These are the rock bars I'm talking about. I've noticed I haven't given a lot of tips. One, because I don't know a lot about this stuff. But two, I just forgot. Anyway, this is like the rock bars that a lot of fossils collect on. See, they come down fast, and they're pretty light. So over the course of millions of years, when they get eroded away from the walls, they come down these streams during heavy rain. They stop here on one of these little indents right here, and they stick around. I mean, they stay. And these are probably young. I've just now realized this, but these are probably younger than the ones in there. Evolutionary chain? Perhaps. Perhaps they just got stuck? Perhaps. But look, I mean, they stop right here. Like, just imagine they're flowing down. Oh, stop. They dry up. You can see them. And they stay there. These, I don't know what this part is. I think that's just like erosion. But yeah, I mean, if you just want to find fossils real quick and easy, go to one of these big old creeks, and you could probably find a good portion of these nice fossils. I mean, if you are in a region that was underwater, I don't know how many fossils you'll find otherwise. This is an interesting fossil. I forget what they're called. I call them shell mats. I think they start with a C. Shell mat's a dumb name. But it's just like a bunch of fossils coagulated together, which is cool. That's how many fossils I have right now. I'm just gonna go until it gets dark or I fill up the bucket, because the bucket gets to weigh like 20 pounds and I don't want to break it. And I don't want to carry it from the bottom. Like, look, I'm getting tired. This is about all I can carry without the bucket breaking or my arms breaking. Last fossil of the day. Nice little shell. Yeah, but that's about it. What did we learn today, folks? Go to your local creek. First of all, study where fossils might have been and what kind of fossils to look for. Second, go to a creek There's these little sand dunes that I find sometimes. Don't know what they're called, but there's a bunch of fossils in there too. Basically, go somewhere where it's low, somewhere where the ground has been naturally dug out. Put on some boots, get a hammer, and look for your stuff. I mean, if you've done your research, then you should be able to tell what to look for. And that's really it. I mean, it's the luck of the draw here. I got extremely lucky with this little creek because no one wants to go into it and no one wants to be in it. And hey, look at this. You ready? Yeah, it's a little crystalline thing. Ooh. 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 My horoscope said to wear a yellow gem and I would have good fortune. So yeah, be cool. Been working on a lot of stuff. I'll tell you more about my life when I'm eating a burger, but that's it. So log off. Don't care. Like and subscribe. Today we're in front of a beautiful pond. You can see trying the new Little Caesars exclusive Mango Rush Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew has this weird habit of making exclusive flavors for a really small brand for like 3 years. Don't get it. I guess I kind of get it, but they never get released usually unless it's like Baja Blast. It's all right, honestly. It's nothing special. Artificial mango flavor, obviously, but not a lot of it. It's more in the aftertaste when you're breathing. That's when you get the mango. Not a lot when you're drinking it. Kind of tastes like a Baja Blast. Isn't that incredible? I also got some Little Caesars wings. I think I reviewed these. She didn't give me any ranch. Dumb woman. Sorry. Come on. I need ranch. But anyway. It's piping hot. Ouch. Ah! Let's try some Little Caesars wings, see if they're good. The buffalo has an interesting peppery flavor to it. It's not bad. Honestly, there's not a lot of flavor there. But it's all right. I mean, it's that perfect sweet spot between a dry wing and a wet wing that I like. I don't like them when they're too dry because it dries out the chicken, like a dry rub. But I don't like them when they're too wet either. Wingstop does this good because it allows it to soak into the bread. These do it good by just dumping them in there and then pulling them back out. Yeah, it's pretty good. I do like that peppery flavor. Got like a C in my speech class. Real disappointed about that too. I thought I did good. Nah, I mean, I failed my pass or fail film class because I never showed up, but I already knew that. I mean, I watched the movies, but I was never there because of this other prior engagement I had, and I couldn't drop the class because I didn't know about the prior engagement until after the pass thing went. So I'm feeling pretty bummed about that. That does suck. I am disappointed. I did get Adderall. I think that'll help because I'm just not good at focusing. I really can't do it. I mean, I've tried, and I've tried to focus my whole life, and I just can't do it. But the Adderall does help. But man, like I'm a little smart. I can do stuff. I mean, I'm not completely moronic, but I just really can't focus. It's a problem. But so hopefully next semester I'll be able to focus better. I don't know if I'll get a job this summer. I was going to. I don't know. I really don't want to. I think I'll work next school year. Interest too. I like making YouTube videos, but I never know what to make them about. People want to follow one thing. They want to do a channel that does one thing. Like PewDiePie had to do gameplay for like 10 years before he could start branching out. That was already when he was a millionaire. I mean, and my degree is completely useless. Creative writing. What am I going to use that for? Huh? I'm screwed. Past college. I'm screwed. I don't get it. I don't get a job. I wanted to do YouTube, something creative. That's not gonna work out. Because all my hobbies, here's my hobbies I like doing. Driving around and looking at abandoned houses and putting them on a Google document. Collecting fossils and rocks, which I'm not very good at. Writing, but I never write. Okay? I've got a lot of books, but I can never pin any of them. None of them are good. And that's what I like doing. That's not gonna do anything. It's just hard. There's no point to most of what I do, honestly. Kind of over. I feel dejected and useless and pretty worthless and lonely. It's not like I'm gonna kill myself or something, but that's just how I feel right about now, most of the time. And it sucks, you know. I don't know what to do about it, but it's fine. I'll start trying to make more YouTube videos and not put all this dreary stuff in it, but don't know what to do it for or about or whatever, so, you know, maybe I'll finally write that book. I got a good one I've been working on the lore on. It's called Dragon Gunner. And he does not ride a dragon, but he does have a gun. He kills dragons with guns, so who knows? I don't. But you don't either. So, isn't that exciting? All right, that's about it. Yep, if you want a fossil, give me $20. I'll send you one.